Welcome to another video. Walk on the wild side, and I'm here in the dead centre of Blackpool. So I'm here in Layton Cemetery, Blackpool. Did you get the joke? Layton Cemetery is on Talbot Road, or one of the entrances. I think there's another entrance on Mansfield Road, but this is Talbot Road right here. We're right at the gates here. So if you go out of these gates and turn right, it takes you all the way to Talbot Square and the North Pier. Yeah, so I do actually intend to do a video from here, Layton Cemetery, because there are quite a few notable graves, which I'll talk about in a minute. But I'll do that in another video properly. But I'm going to be heading in this video this way. I'm going to be heading through Layton Town Centre, past all the shops, because there's a new store that's open, a new Aldi store that some people have been asking about. So I'm going to have a look up there. And in the meantime, I'll tell you about some of the notable graves that there are within this cemetery. So I'll just go through a few notable names of people that are buried here at Leighton, and then in a future video I'll actually go and see if I can visit some of the graves. Now, the first name I'm going to mention is probably one that's not too familiar, and that's John Bickerstaff. But if it wasn't for John Bickerstaff, we probably wouldn't have Blackpool Tower now. He was the main man behind the idea and the construction of Blackpool Tower. Sir John Bickerstaff is buried right here in Leighton, otherwise known as Mr. Blackpool. Joe Longthorne, the entertainer and singer, famous on the North Pier for his shows, is buried here. Jerry Richardson, the highest ranking police officer in the UK to be killed in the line of service, is also buried here. He was killed by a robber after a botched jewellery heist here in Blackpool. I'll probably do a video on that sometime. Alice Burnham, you might not know the name Alice Burnham, but she was the second victim of George Joseph Smith. She was killed in a house on Regent Road here in the town. She was the second victim of the Bride in the Bath murderer, and she was buried here in a pauper's grave. She's got no headstone, nothing at all, but she was buried here in Leighton. So I think you can see that this cemetery is absolutely huge. Look at it. It is massive, but don't worry, I will be coming back and we'll be taking a closer look at some of the graves, including the ones that I was just talking to you about there. But anyway, in this video I'm going to be heading back out of here, up here, through the main entrance onto Talbot Road, and we're going to go through Leighton and show you some of Leighton on the way to Plymouth Road where the bridge is, and we'll check out this all new supermarket, shall we? Okay, so they're the main gates to Layton Cemetery from Talbot Road. This is where I am now. So if you go all the way down there, it takes you to Talbot Square and the North Pier, and just over the road here is Leighton Library. And behind there is a park with a couple of bowling greens on it. Anyway, we're going to be heading this way. Never been up this way before in a video, so let's go and have a look at Leighton, shall we? Leighton's a massive area, by the way, and it's an old part of Blackpool as well. And I'll show you what's going on down here. Salem Methodist Church here on Westcliffe Drive Layton. I'm just at the junction with Annesley Road, I think it is here. This is the main drag here in Leighton, the main shopping area. It's actually Annesley Avenue, that, and it runs up the side of Layton Cemetery up there. This place here is called the Huntsman. It's a barber's, but it looks like it used to be a bank. What do you think? Definitely looks like an old bank, that. So here we are in Leighton at last. I've been meaning to do a video up here for a while. So these are all the main shops. Warwick's Amusements here. There's a lot of shops. It's quite a lively area, you know. Yeah, it's really lively. Certainly compared to some places like, you know, like Waterloo Road. Waterloo Road suffered a lot, but this place has always been lively. It's always been busy. And there are quite a lot of unique shops as well. Here's a look over the road. We are pretty much in the shadows of the old high-rise flats. Does anybody remember the high-rise flats? We're just up there. I've just spotted something that I never even knew was here. The Jewish cemetery, look at this. Didn't even know this was here. A lot of these cemeteries seem to have fallen into a bit of neglect, even this Jewish one here. Okay, so I'm just coming out of here now, and the building next door you might have heard of. It's the Leyton Institute. Let's go and check it out, shall we? I tell you what, it's so busy around here, the traffic is unbelievable. Anyway, we're now at the Leyton Institute, and this has been on TV a few times because Lily Savage did shows from here regularly on TV. Do you remember? Live from the Leyton Institute. Here we are. Check this out. I think most of the building is now a dance academy. It's been turned into a dance academy from what I believe. So there you go, the Leyton Institute. Anyway, we're now sort of at the end of the main shopping area. We're going to be heading up this way. The last big shop is probably this one here, called P&G Bargain Store. Anyway, we're going to be heading straight up here now, up this hill. I'll show you some more stuff before we get to Plymouth Road and this new Aldi superstore. Just thought I'd show you a quick view behind from where I've just come from and a little look around here. We're heading up this hill here. There's something just on the other side of this hill that I want to show you. It's an old pub called the Windmill, but it's not a pub anymore. Let's check it out, shall we? Before we get to that, there's another church here. Check this out. St Mark's Leyton. Never really taken any notice of these old churches before, you know. Anyway, the garden's kept quite nice. Not all of them are. Okay, so I'm now at the junction with Mansfield Road here, and just over the road here is a Tesco Express, but this used to be the Windmill pub. Who remembers the Windmill pub here on Westcliffe Drive in Layton? Yeah, so this used to be the Windmill pub here in Layton. Check it out. I'll just pan round just to give you an idea of where we are. Just come from that area up there. This is looking down Mansfield Road towards where the massive biscuit factory is, Symbol Biscuits. I'm not sure if it's called Symbol anymore. We're going to head down this road just over here towards the bridge, and we'll check out this new Aldi store, shall we? Yeah, so that was the Windmill pub, which is now Tesco, just up there, and this is Bisphen Road, and we're right in the kind of heart of Blackpool now, where normal people live, should I say, right far from the tourist parts, the promenade. Leighton, like I say, it's an old part of Blackpool, and loads and loads of people live in Leighton. Anyway, we're not too far from the bridge now, and we'll be able to see this new superstore. It's got a real mix of old and new Leighton. A real character about it. Yeah, there are actually some really nice properties around here in Leighton. It's a nice area to live in, but also it's quite cheap as well, I'd say. You know, there's expensive houses around here, there's also cheap as well mixed in, so anybody can pretty much live here. Anyway, Bisphen Road breaks off this way towards the train station, so we're going to head up here, which is now called Benton Road, and we'll be on the bridge, and we'll be right above that new Aldi store. Let's check it out. That's an interesting looking house over there, isn't it? Anyway, we are now at Plymouth Road, and this is the bridge that goes over the railway line. Check this out. This is looking down what becomes of Benton Road. There's a railway line over there. I'm going to head over to the other side and then we will be able to see the new Aldi. I'll just show you around. That's looking down towards the biggest estate in Blackpool, Grange Park, just over there. Blackpool's largest estate. Okay, I'll just show you down what I can see on the other side of the bridge, and this is a massive industrial estate down here. This is certainly a part of Blackpool that not a lot of people see, but there's a lot of industry here in Blackpool. And there's a railway track here. Can you see the water tower over there? The Blackpool water tower, that's at the top of Blackpool's highest natural point, Knoll Hill, and I will be bringing you a video on that soon, so look out for that. Anyway, we're here. Look, check this out. Look at this, it's packed. This is the new Aldi. Check this out. Blackpool's newest superstore. So there you go, we made it to Aldi. Blackpool's newest store. And this used to be a B&Q. And after that, it was, I think it was a Poundland. Was it a Poundland or a Pound Stretcher? Anyway, now it's an Aldi. And by the way, this unit next door used to be, back in the olden days, a Comet. Who remembers Comet? They soon went out of existence, didn't they? Yeah, that was a Comet over there. It's now Pets at Home. So there you go, we made it to the new Aldi here in Blackpool, and I showed you a bit of Leyton along the way. I hope you liked the video. If you do, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I will see you again on the next one.